do, Bean Crew? It's your boy Savon Thomas back with another episode of Coffee and Comments. And today we are reacting to Season 4 of All-American.
Your year wasn't supposed to go like this. I moved back here, got named an All-American, and I got the girl. And then, what's going on?
It's cool.
Mo had a gun. I don't know. Maybe people like us ain't supposed to have it all.
You tried to hold me. Keeping me alive.
Welcome back again. This is our reaction to Season 4 of the show All-American. And this was interesting for me because I've been used to 10-episode seasons. I've been watching like Netflix shows, stuff like that. And so I'm used to shorter seasons. So when I got to this show and I'm like, man, this is 20 episodes, I was very... like at first I was like, man, it's gonna be long, but it's enjoyable to have a full show. Like there's so many shows now that, like I said, there's 10 episodes that you don't get a full season worth of shows and you binge it in one afternoon or one night and then you're done, right? Show's over. So it was very interesting to see this season because you start off with, wrapping up the loose ends of the last season, right? You get to see what happened with Carrie and Layla. You get to see the love interest between Spencer and Olivia. You get to see what happens with Coop and Mo after Coop gets shot. And really, from the beginning, I thought multiple people died, right? And that's really rare that a show would kill off that many people. But I was like, man, they don't kill off Coop. Like, that was the biggest shock to me out of this entire season was they left both of them alive. I thought, somebody would die, but I get it. It's a show. There's characters people love. I feel like Coop would have been a bigger deal than killing off Layla. But it is what it is, right? You get to see people develop. And so I'm not going to touch on every single episode, but a lot happens this season. Everybody goes to college from high school. Spencer has some, different things that he deals with that pisses me off in the very beginning of the season, but he eventually does get to play football for, I guess, D1 University, Golden Angeles, which is such a... I'm not even gonna get started on the football parts of this show because when I'm watching like the recruiting and things going on, I'm like they don't really know what they're talking about football wise, but they have a good grasp on creating drama. But then Jordan, he's kind of dealing with his ego taking a back seat because he's not the number one quarterback. What else happens? Layla is recovering from her whole deal with Carrie, so that's happening the whole season. Coop is dealing with not being able to rap anymore because she got shot. There's a lot that goes on in this season, and very, 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 very dramatic. But overall, it is very enjoyable because you get to see just like everybody turn a new leaf, right? You get to see people develop, right? Spencer's not the number one guy anymore. He's trying to earn his keep. Jordan is trying to figure out how to be the backup guy, but then also be friends, right? Layla's figuring out her producer career. Olivia's working into writing. You have Patience, getting further into music career, and then Coop switching into like law. And so there's a lot of character development that happens this season that makes it very interesting. And then obviously there's always drama, right? The one thing I love the most about the season, though, this is the thing I love the most, is there was a holiday episode. They did a Halloween episode. I haven't seen that in so many years of a show doing a episode about a specific holiday. They used to always do that back in the day. Like Christmas episode, Thanksgiving episode. They used to always have these specific episodes for specific holidays that nobody does anymore because these shows are 10 episodes. And so 20 episode season, I guess that it just fit with Halloween. And there was a Halloween episode and it just touched my old heart. I was like, man, that's good to see, man. Like let's bring back more holiday episodes. I love to see it, right? But again, a lot of stuff happened this season. The ending was interesting as well. Apparently, there's a show called Homecoming that depicts a lot of stuff that goes on with Simone over at Atlanta. I haven't seen that show. I guess I need to watch it as well, kind of catch up on some things. But overall, this season was good. It wasn't my favorite because, again, the football aspect is being lost more and more. I'll say this show was about 5% football compared to the rest of the seasons. There was some football involved, but for the most part, this is about people moving on. I even talk about the adults. You have Billy Baker becoming a principal. You have Spencer's mom, Grace. She's working within the school as well. Preach has a whole trajectory as well. So a lot of character development within the show. I'm interested to see where they take it though, because Are you just going to focus on every single year of college? Like, now we're 4 seasons in, or we're going to make this an 8 season show where they focus on every single year? Or do they fast forward a little bit to where Spencer gets to the NFL? Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. But if they're going to keep it like the real person, he's going to go to the NFL. So I'm assuming they're probably going to fast forward some years. But maybe not. Who knows what's going to happen? We'll keep watching. We'll see another season come out probably in a year or two. So that's my thoughts on Season 4 of All-American. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Coffee and Comments.
Nothing to lose, I was starving from the start. Me, not the same cat driving Jaguars.